In this video, I'm going to show you how to create perforations on a cylindrical surface with proper topology. So let's get right into it. I'm just going to move this off to the side and I'll create a cylinder. So I want to make sure that this cylinder has 8 verts. And I'll also go ahead and delete the caps because I don't need them. Now, you don't want to do any kind of detail work on a low poly cylinder like so, because it's going to undergo severe deformation and you're not going to get good looking results. So let me just show you what that looks like. So just going to go ahead and add a couple of loops like so, and I will just join the verts here. And I'm going to use the knife tools to create the remaining edges that I require. And then I'm going to extrude this inwards. And I'll also use the loop tools to create a circle like so. And I'll insert that and get rid of this face. Now, if I were to, before I do that, let me also go ahead and add some control loops to this. All right, so now if I were to subdivide this, just pop out and then select this and subdivide this. You'll immediately notice that we are having this bulge. If I switch to the orthographic view, you'll see that we have this huge bulge, and that is undesirable. And so don't add details to a low poly cylinder like this. You're not going to get the result that you are looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and just undo everything I did. Now, when adding details like these perforations to a cylinder, you need to ensure that you have sufficient resolution. So I'm going to start by just adding 2 edge loops to this cylinder, and then I'm going to subdivide it. So I'll just give it 2 levels of subdivision, and this should be sufficient resolution for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this, and now when I switch over to edit mode, you'll see that I have a fairly dense mesh. And you'll also notice that the faces that I have here are all square. So you want to try and achieve this in order to get the best results. Now the next step is to select faces. And these faces are going to be the perforations. So I'm just going to quickly select all the faces, and I'm just going to time lapse this and be back. So now that I've gone ahead and selected all the faces that I need, I'm going to go to the loop tools and I'm going to select circle. Now you need to ensure that flatten is unchecked. If flatten is checked, it's going to deform the cylinder, and this is not what we want. So we're going to undo that, and let's just repeat that again and uncheck flatten. So when you uncheck flatten, you will notice that now we don't have that deformation that we had before. So I'm just going to inset this result, and I'll delete the faces that I do not require. Now when we subdivide this, we're going to get a pretty good result. So don't see any bulging like we did on the example I showed you in the beginning. So I'm just going to go ahead now and add a solidify modifier, increase the thickness of this to the top, and let's just go ahead and apply this. And now you're going to want to come here and tighten all this up with insets. So let's just do that. So now that I've gone ahead and inset all the faces, I can subdivide this, shade smooth, and you'll notice that we have a pretty good result. And let's just add a few control loops here and at the bottom as well. And now we're done. So let's just hop into the shading tab and assign a material. And now you'll notice that we have a fairly clean result. So that's pretty much it. So the key here is to ensure that you have enough resolution when you're adding details, and that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out my Patreon and Gumroad. Links are in the description.